Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I'm with the Upper Room Church Planning team. Today I want to continue sharing with you some basic knowledge that people need when receiving prophetic ministry. And I want to talk about the spirit realm. There are some things that you do need to know about the spirit realm. The first thing is that believing in the spirit realm is not superstitious, but at the same time, most people's perception of the spirit realm is wrong. Angels and demons really do exist. That is reality. And angels and demons participate in spiritual warfare with us. However, angels and demons are not, as many people believe, spirits of dead humans. In the beginning, God created angels, and Satan was actually a high-ranking angel. When Satan rebelled, a third of the angels followed him in that rebellion. These fallen angels are demons. For more scripture on this, please refer to Isaiah 14:12 through 15 and Revelation 12:3 and 4. So many theologians divide the spirit realm into three basic realms. The first heaven, the second heaven, and the third heaven. The first heaven is the natural realm, everything you can see and touch, the workings of nature, that which is scientifically proven. All of these things belong in the first heaven. And the second heaven is the realm of our spirits, angels and demons. And the second heaven is specifically referred to in Ephesians 6:10 through 11, but it does not use that terminology. And the third heaven is the realm where God's throne is, and this is what we usually refer to as heaven. See 2 Corinthians 12:2. So, you need to know a little bit more about the second heaven. Firstly, you need to understand that the first heaven, or the natural realm, and the second heaven, that is the spirit realm, are directly connected. Much of the time, what happens in the spirit realm directly affects what happens in the natural realm. Everyone needs to understand that when we become Christian, we have entered a spiritual war, and we will frequently experience the results of that war. So we are told in Ephesians 6:10 through 11, finally be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. So there are a few things you need, as we're talking about this, to know about angels. God created angels. They are created beings. Most theologians believe angels were created before the earth was created. And scripture says that there are tens of thousands of angels. If you look at Matthew 26:53 and Hebrews 12:22, that talks a little bit about that. Scripture also tells us that there's more than one kind of angel, and that angels have names. So for that, you can look at Luke 1:26 and Jude 1:9. Scripture also says that angels serve God, but God also sends angels to minister to us. That's Hebrews 1:7 and 14. Hebrews 12 says that when we enter God's kingdom, we enter an assembly of thousands upon thousands of angels in celebration. In the Old and New Testament, God has sent angels to visit people and to share messages about God's work, or to perform certain missions. For example, God sent an angel to Peter to get him out of prison in Acts 12:3 through 15. When we read the book of Acts, we find that seeing angels was a normal thing. There's no place in Scripture that says angels are always serious. Our personal experience tells us that angels love to have fun and to play around, but at the same time, they can be serious when they need to be. So also, I want to give you a little bit of information regarding Satan, demons, and spiritual warfare. Ephesians 6:12 says, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realm." Now, in history, Satan has focused specifically on people who follow God. He tries to use many different schemes to cause them to stumble. Satan is a high-ranking but fallen angel, or a fallen archangel. Demons are fallen angels that once made up a third of the angelic ranks. So, as a Christian, you need to know that you will face warfare from Satan and his demons, and at times, this attack will be seen as things that look like they're happening in the natural realm, and it's easy for us to think that those things are not influenced by the spirit realm. Demons especially like to attack our thoughts, our feelings, and different situations we face in order to prevent us from entering into the destiny that God has for us. So Scripture says that we have a responsibility to resist Satan's attacks. We must resist Satan in order to enter God's kingdom. We believe that when Scripture says, "Violent men take the kingdom by force," that's Matthew 11:12, this is what Jesus means. When Scripture uses the word violence here, it means we need to take initiative to face the spiritual warfare in our life. We cannot be passive about spiritual warfare that we face. So how do we resist Satan? In the next segment of teaching, I will talk about one of the ways, and that is putting on the armor of God. Thank you so much for listening. God bless.